Lily sat on the love seat in the living room, her arms crossed tightly over her chest. Her mother paced in front of her, clearly frustrated. "What were you thinking, young lady? What do you think this place is? Some kind of circus for weirdos?" "Mom, please don't call my boyfriend a weirdo," Lily spoke up, her tone firm. Rachel's face fell, the sting of her daughter's words hitting her like a blow. Raising a teenage daughter on her own was never easy, but Rachel had always tried her best to teach her right from wrong, to instill good judgment, hoping that one day Lily would make her own decisions. This, however, was a challenge she wasn't prepared for. Before Rachel could respond, the bathroom door creaked open. She turned, her gaze landing on a young man slender, around 5'9", wearing a light blue blouse, a navy skirt, nylons, and 3-inch heels. Rachel inhaled sharply, trying to remain composed. "I told you to get dressed," Rachel said as calmly as she could, but the frustration was clear in her voice. "You told me to come in here and wash the makeup off my face." Jason replied softly, his voice barely above a whisper. Rachel's patience wore thin. "Could you at least take off that wig and sit down?" Jason carefully removed the long black wig, revealing his short blonde hair. He sat down next to Lily, his eyes fixed on the floor. Lily reached for his left hand, noticing his hands were trembling. "Young lady, keep your hands to yourself," Rachel snapped. Lily rolled her eyes and pulled her hand back into her lap. Jason remained silent, his gaze still on the floor. "Would you two care to explain what you were doing?" Rachel asked, her voice strained. Lily shrugged. "We were just hanging out, listening to music, having a bite to eat, and doing things around the house." Rachel closed her eyes, trying to control her frustration. "It's fine to hang out, but can you explain why he's dressed like that?" "I just got back from tennis practice." Lily swallowed hard before answering. "He likes it. He always does what I tell him to." "He does what you tell him to and he likes it?" Rachel repeated, incredulous. "He's always liked wearing women's clothes," Lily said. "I didn't know he liked being told what to do until we started going out." Rachel rolled her eyes. "What kind of relationship is this?" "We like it," Jason murmured softly. "Shut up," Rachel snapped, then immediately regretted her harsh words. She clasped her hands over her mouth, apologizing. "I'm sorry, Jason. I shouldn't have spoken like that." "It's okay, It's a bit tough right now," Jason said quietly. Lily managed a small smile. "How long have you two been doing this?" "A while. A few months," Lily answered. "And do you act like this everywhere?" Rachel asked, still trying to process everything. "No, just here," Lily replied. "Jason's parents' house is small, and he has a lot of siblings, so we never get any time alone. We can't do this at school or anywhere else." Rachel sighed, feeling the weight of the situation. She wondered if she had been too hard on Lily when she brought the goth boy home, but seeing them both smiling made her question everything. "Isn't there something odd about this?" Rachel asked. "No, Jason responded quickly. "No, Mom," Lily added, glancing at Jason out of the corner of her eye. "Shouldn't you be playing sports, or fixing cars, or doing something else that boys your age do?" Jason's eyes remained fixed on the floor, but he opened his mouth as if searching for the right words. "Young man, when I talk to you, look at me," Rachel said sharply. Jason's cheeks turned pink as he met her gaze. "Yes, he replied. "I bowl and play basketball. I also work on my own car and at a store that sells auto parts. I work between 12 and 16 hours a week." Rachel paused, impressed despite herself. "Well, I guess that's nice. You're the first one of Lily's friends who's actually doing something responsible." Still, she couldn't shake the feeling that this couldn't continue. She couldn't see how this would end well for Lily. As she looked at her daughter, who was still smiling at her boyfriend, she felt a sense of unease. "What's so funny?" Rachel demanded. Lily looked up in surprise, unsure how to respond. Rachel didn't realize what her daughter was truly interested in until she glanced at Jason. Lily stood up, casually draping her arm around her mother's waist and leading her toward the bathroom, still laughing. "Why is he like this?" Rachel asked. "I don't know, Mom. He's always been this way with me. The more I tell him off, the happier he gets." "So, he likes it when his basketball coach yells at him?" Lily shrugged. "No, I think it's just me. Or maybe all women." Rachel shook her head in disbelief as she opened the bathroom door and turned on the faucet. "I need to splash some cool water on my face," she said. Lily stood by the door, watching her mother. She didn't notice much until Rachel dried her face with a towel. "Well, at least you cleaned up the bathroom without being told," Lily commented, looking around. "Not me," Rachel replied with a raised brow. "What do you mean you didn't clean it? Who did it?" It suddenly clicked for Rachel, and she stopped mid-sentence when she saw Lily's smile. Her shoulders slumped. "He likes it?" Rachel asked, her voice dripping with disbelief. "What kind of relationship is this? Is he your maid now? Does he work for you?" Lily's eyes lit up as she spoke. "I think he cleans better than you do." Lily rolled her eyes and muttered, "Whatever." When they returned to the living room, Jason was still sitting in the same spot. "Thank you, Jason, for cleaning. It didn't really need to be done," Rachel told him. "No problem, Jason replied quietly. Rachel sighed. "Listen, your parents and I need to talk about this. I really don't think this is going to work." Then, Rachel noticed Lily's school folder on the coffee table. A piece of paper with red writing stuck out from it. When she pulled it out, she was surprised to see it was a math test, and Lily had gotten a B-. Lily had never been good at math, and it hadn't improved in high school. "Well, Jason's been helping me with math," Lily said. "The teacher said she's really happy with my progress." Rachel only made a sound as she turned the pages of the test, humming in surprise. Just then, Lily told Jason that her mother thought he should call her mistress. Rachel immediately snapped, "I never said that." Sighing, she walked into the kitchen. "You're making progress with her," Jason said, kissing Lily on the cheek and giving her a hug. "Do you agree?" Lily smiled down at him. "She looks mad, but how could she be mad at such a cute face?" Jason blushed, his cheeks turning pink. "Oh, stop. You know how it makes me feel." Lily smiled, then turned to head toward the kitchen to check on her mother. In the kitchen, Rachel sat at the table with a shot glass and a bottle of Jack Daniels, an unusual sight since she typically drank white wine. Lily sat beside her, eyeing her mother curiously. "You had to make him clean the kitchen, too, didn't you?" Lily asked, wrinkling her nose with a smile. Seeing her daughter's smile, Rachel's anger began to fade. "Can I keep him, Mom?" Lily asked innocently. Rachel exhaled sharply. "My God, Lily. He's a real person. You make him sound like a stray dog you found. Have you thought about what could happen if people find out? People might start to think the wrong things." "Mom, don't worry," Lily replied. "People are way more accepting now. I know Dad had a tough time being bullied when he was younger, but it's not like that anymore." "All right, Lily," Rachel said, "but if I have people over, I'll let you know ahead of time. And he'll be dressed like a boy." She raised an eyebrow. "Only cross-dress when no one's around. I don't care if they're your friends, his friends, or anyone else's." Lily nodded in agreement, understanding the importance of respecting her mother's rules. "We're still not done," Rachel added. "We need to talk about some important rules, and they'll be followed exactly. Do you get what I mean? I expect both of you to pull your weight around here." Lily nodded again, then stood up to hug her mother, whispering, "I love you." Rachel kissed her daughter on the forehead and said, "Don't let me catch him in my closet again." As she poured herself another shot, she headed toward the living room. "And tell Jason not to wear that horrible green lipstick. It makes him look silly. Use this cherry red one instead. Don't forget to join me on Patreon for exclusive content,